Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
It's great to be here.
Today we're going to be looking at relationship rituals.
Oh, yeah.
We've got tons of research on the habits and practices that couples use to strengthen their bond.
Keep that love alive.
Exactly. This one is for you, whether you're thinking about, taking that next big step in your relationship. We're just looking to add some extra spice to what you already have going on.
Yeah, it's really cool what we found. Even small rituals can create this sense of stability and shared meaning in a relationship.
Yeah, a tapestry of connection.
Exactly.
I love that. Speaking of connection, a friend of mine swears by something they call Sunday fun days. Every Sunday, they dedicate the whole day to quality time together as a couple. Is there any research to back that up, or is that just a cute idea?
It's not just cute. There's actually research to back it up. A study from the University of California found that couples who designate specific days for quality time report a 20% increase in relationship satisfaction. Like Sunday Fun Day. Yeah, dedicating a day like that makes it more likely to actually happen.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like setting the intention and then, bam, more happiness. It's kind of like scheduling a date night, which honestly I'm terrible at,
Oh, yeah.
even though it's so simple.
Absolutely. The Journal of Marriage and Family found that regular date nights, even if they're low-key, like staying in and watching a movie, can significantly boost relationship satisfaction.
Interesting.
Yeah, the key is consistency. And taking turns planning can keep things exciting.
Oh, I like that. So we've got dedicated couple times down. What about something like a weekly relationship check-in?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a real thing, or?
It's a real thing, and it's a growing trend.
Okay.
The Gottman Institute, which specializes in relationship research, emphasizes these check-ins as vital for building a safe space for open communication.
Okay.
It's like a temperature check for your relationship.
What makes a safe space, though? How do you actually do that?
That's a great question. Creating an environment where both partners feel heard and respected, even when discussing difficult topics.
Okay.
Active listening is key. Putting those phones away, making eye contact, really focusing on what your partner is saying.
Wow.
Even if you don't agree,
Yeah.
it's about understanding, not necessarily solving.
So check-ins aren't just about airing grievances.
Yeah.
It's about connecting on a deeper level, too.
Exactly. It's a dedicated time to discuss not only challenges, but also to express appreciation and gratitude. Some couples even use what they call a gratitude jar.
Ooh, a gratitude jar. Tell me everything.
Each week, they each write down something they appreciate about the other and put it in the jar. Then at the end of the month, they read all those little notes of love and appreciation.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's like a positivity boost right when you might need it most.
It is.
I'm already thinking of ways to decorate my jar.
That's great. It's a wonderful way to actively shift your focus to the positive, which research shows can be incredibly powerful for boosting relationship happiness.
This is amazing. Okay, so we've got scheduled dates, regular check-ins, gratitude jars. What other cool rituals are couples out there using to keep their relationship strong? Besides my friend with her Sunday fun days.
Oh, there's a whole world of relationship rituals out there.
I bet.
Remember, a ritual doesn't have to be complicated or grand.
Yeah.
It's about finding what resonates with you and your partner, what brings you joy, what helps you connect on a deeper level.
You've totally sparked my curiosity. I actually came across some research on unique rituals from other couples while I was prepping for this deep dive, and I can't wait to share them.
Oh, awesome. Let's hear it.
One that really stood out was this concept of a monthly self-care day. Couples take turns planning relaxing activities for each other,
Wow.
like a spa day at home or a day trip to a beautiful hiking trail. It's all about prioritizing each other's well-being.
I love that. It speaks volumes about their commitment to nurturing each other, both individually and as a couple.
Right. And speaking of nurturing, another one I loved was theme night. Each week, they choose a different culture and explore it together through food and a movie.
What a fun and creative way to learn and grow together. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like bringing the world into your living room.
Yeah.
And then there's the classic, but maybe even more important these days, the no-phone dinner.
Oh, yeah.
They completely disconnect from technology to truly focus on each other.
That's incredibly valuable, especially in our world of constant digital distraction. Creating that tech-free space allows for genuine connection and deeper conversations.
Yeah, it's about being present in the moment.
Yeah.
Right? Giving each other your undivided attention. Something we could all probably use a little more of.
You hit the nail on the head. It's all about consciously choosing to connect and prioritize the relationship. And that brings us to a crucial point.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Tell me more.
It's the power of consistency. These rituals, whether they're big or small, they become anchors in a relationship.
Yeah.
The American Psychological Association actually published research showing that consistent rituals foster a sense of security and predictability, which in turn builds trust between partners.
So it's like knowing that no matter how crazy things get out there,
Mm.
you have this safe haven, this dedicated time and space just for the two of you.
Exactly. And that sense of stability can be so comforting, especially during times of stress or transition.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
This is making me think about how we usually associate rituals with holidays or, big anniversaries.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is those everyday rituals are just as important.
Absolutely. They're the threads that create the fabric of your connection.
Mm.
Think about those little things you do together without even thinking about them.
Yeah.
Morning coffee, evening walks, cuddling on the couch. Those seemingly mundane moments can become powerful rituals when we approach them with intention and appreciation.
It's about making the everyday extraordinary right.
Yeah.
Finding those little ways to connect in the busyness of life.
And those little connections really add up over time. They create a sense of intimacy, of shared history, of truly being in sync with each other.
It's like you're building a language only you two understand. These little inside jokes and moments that become part of your relationship's story.
Exactly. And that's how rituals contribute to that sense of we-ness that we talked about earlier. They help to create a shared identity, a sense of belonging, of being a team.
So even if we aren't consciously trying to create elaborate rituals,
Mm,
we're probably already engaging in some form of ritualistic behavior
most likely.
in our relationships.
Think about your own relationship. What are those little things you do together that bring you joy, that make you feel connected,
Yeah.
that reinforce that sense of being partners in crime?
Partners in crime. I love
Yeah.
that. It makes rituals sound a lot more exciting.
Yeah.
Less like a chore.
Yeah.
It's like, we're in this together. Let's make it awesome.
Yes. And that mindset shift is so important. It's not about checking off boxes on some relationship to-do list. It's about finding what genuinely works for you and your partner,
Yeah.
what feels authentic and meaningful to your unique relationship.
That makes a lot of sense. And I imagine it also requires a certain level of flexibility. Right. Being open to trying new things, maybe even stepping outside of our comfort zones a little bit.
Growth and evolution are essential in any relationship, just like in life.
Yeah.
And trying new rituals can be a fun and exciting way to explore new aspects of your connection and to keep those sparks flying.
I love that idea of continuously evolving together.
Yeah.
Keeps things exciting. And who knows, maybe you'll discover a new ritual that brings you even closer.
Exactly. And it reinforces that feeling of we're in this together, which is so crucial for navigating the ups and downs of life as a couple.
Yeah.
Remember, a relationship is a journey, not a destination.
Mm.
And rituals can help us savor each step along the way.
Okay, so let's say someone's listening to this and they're thinking, all right, I'm sold. I want to incorporate more rituals, but where do I start?
The best place to start is by having an open and honest conversation with your partner.
Mm.
Talk about what you both value, what makes you feel connected, what kind of experiences you enjoy sharing.
Yeah.
Brainstorm some ideas together, maybe even make it a fun date night activity.
I love that. Turning the brainstorming session into a ritual itself. So meta.
Exactly. It's all about being intentional and making it a shared experience.
Yeah.
And remember, there's no right or wrong way to do this.
Mm.
It's about finding what resonates with you as a couple.
It's about finding that sweet spot where your individual needs and desires intersect with the needs of the relationship.
You nailed it. And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about making a conscious effort to prioritize your connection and to create those moments of shared meaning, no matter how big or small.
And being patient with the process, too, right?
Right.
Because building these rituals takes time and effort.
Absolutely. Relationships like fine wine get better with age.
Oh,
And rituals are like the careful tending that helps them flourish. Just like a vintner carefully cultivates their grapes. We can cultivate our relationships through thoughtful and consistent rituals.
that's a beautiful analogy.
Yeah.
So to recap, we've explored a wide spectrum of rituals, from scheduled date nights and gratitude jars to simple acts of presence and those seemingly insignificant everyday moments that can actually be incredibly powerful.
And we've learned that the key ingredient in all of these rituals is intentionality.
Mm-hmm.
It's about consciously choosing to connect with your partner, to nourish your relationship, and to celebrate the journey you're on together.
And that even the smallest ritual, when done with love and presence, can have a profound impact.
Yes.
Speaking of impact, we've covered so much ground today.
We have.
And I think it's time to shift gears and dive into some specific strategies for creating and implementing rituals.
Okay.
What are some practical tips for making these rituals stick, for making them a sustainable part of your relationship?
That's a fantastic question, and it's one that deserves its own dedicated exploration. We need to unpack the how-tos of ritual creation.
Here's where it gets really exciting. I can't wait to dive into the nitty-gritty details.
Yeah.
Let's explore those strategies together after a quick message from our sponsors. Okay, we're back and ready to really shift gears here.
Yes.
We've explored the what and the why of relationship rituals.
Right.
But now let's get to the how.
The how.
How do we actually make these rituals stick?
Yeah.
How do we weave them into our lives so they become like second nature, not just another item on the to-do list?
I think the first key is starting small. Don't try to overhaul your entire relationship overnight.
Right.
Pick one or two rituals that resonate with both of you and start there.
Okay, so instead of trying to implement Sunday fun days, daily gratitude journaling, and weekly check-ins all at once,
Yeah,
we just focus on maybe one or two things to start.
exactly. It's about creating sustainable habits, not overwhelming yourselves.
Yeah.
Choose something that feels manageable and enjoyable and build from there.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like building a muscle.
Yeah.
You start with lighter weights and then gradually increase the intensity
I love that analogy.
over time.
And speaking of muscles, another crucial aspect is flexibility.
Yeah.
Life is unpredictable.
Yeah.
So your rituals need to be adaptable too.
Yeah, like if something unexpected comes up,
Right.
a work deadline or a family emergency or something,
Exactly.
it's okay to adjust or skip a ritual every now and then.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean you've failed.
Right. Be kind to yourselves and understanding that, life happens.
The important thing is to get back on track as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Remember, consistency is key, but it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay. So start small,
Mhm.
be flexible. Got it. What other tips are there for making these rituals stick?
Well, this might sound obvious, but communication is essential.
Okay.
Make sure you and your partner are on the same page about why you're doing this and what you hope to achieve.
Yeah, it's not about one person dragging the other one along. It needs to be a mutual decision.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that leads to another important point. Make it fun.
Oh, yeah.
Choose rituals that you both genuinely enjoy.
Right. It feels like a chore.
Yeah.
It's not going to last.
Exactly. Find something that brings you joy and connection. Maybe it's cooking a meal together, going for a hike, playing a board game, or simply cuddling up on the couch and reading to each other. Whatever it is, make it yours.
Yeah, it's about creating those moments of shared joy and connection. Those memories that you'll look back on and cherish.
Precisely. And remember, rituals are a powerful way to celebrate your relationship, to acknowledge your love and commitment to each other. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's one final piece of wisdom you'd like to leave our listeners with?
Relationships are a journey, an ever-evolving dance of connection and growth.
Okay.
And rituals can provide the music, the rhythm, the structure that helps us navigate that dance with grace and intention.
That's beautiful. So to all our listeners out there, I encourage you to embrace the power of rituals. Start small, be flexible, communicate openly, and most importantly, have fun.
And remember, even the smallest actions, when done with love and intention, can create a ripple effect of positivity and connection that can transform your relationship.
This has been so interesting. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of relationship rituals. We'll see you next time.